presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Monica Ricks. President Biden's primetime speech tonight will address not one, but two wars. CBS's Ed O'Keefe has a preview.
The White House says the president's speech tonight is designed to lay out how the U.S. will respond to the Hamas attacks on Israel and to the continuing war in Ukraine. CBS News has learned the White House is preparing to ask Congress for roughly $100 billion over the next year, and that would include ensuring Israel's Iron Dome missile defense system is fully supplied.
Another $60 billion would go to Ukraine. Meantime, aid for people in Gaza is currently on standby. Mohan Sarhans with the Egyptian Food Bank.
At the border, there are around 120 trucks stationed there, and then you have also around 7 to 8 cargo planes load of supplies.
But there is concern Hamas could steal it all. State Department spokesman Matthew Miller.
The Israelis have very serious concerns about the diversion of humanitarian assistance. They're worried that assistance that goes in will be diverted to Hamas. We are working out an agreement to ensure that any deliveries can be handled appropriately.
The U.S. is also working to free 203 people held hostage by Hamas, including Americans. Authorities are stepping up security at religious institutions. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland.
The entire Justice Department remains vigilant in our efforts to identify and respond to hate crimes, threats of violence, or related incidents, with particular attention to threats to faith communities.
Anti-Semitic attacks have spiked dramatically since this war started. Kevin McCarthy says the House could put speaker elections aside for a while and elevate temporary speaker Patrick McHenry to get back to work.
There was a debate in there. Should we allow McHenry to have that power so we can deal with Israel and others and keep things working? I know the Democrats tried to make some legal thing against it, and that's the discussion we're having in there.
Jim Jordan's not giving up his bid, though. He just wouldn't push for another vote till early January. Another U.S. journalist has been detained in Russia.
I'm Vicky Barker at the Foreign Desk in London. Alsu Kurmasheva, a Russian-American journalist working for Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, has been charged with failing to register as a foreign agent, a term which carries connotations of espionage. The Prague-based journalist had flown to Russia for a family emergency in May. Her Russian and American passports were confiscated when she tried to fly home again in early June.
It's a busy day on the railway for Thomas & Friends. Fisher-Price is recalling about 21,000 Thomas & Friends train car toys due to a choking hazard. There's a small plastic piece with a strong magnet inside that can come apart and choke a child if it's swallowed. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 79 degrees outside.